Please be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching EVH Gear Discussion. Brought to you in part by VanHalenStore.com. Please be sure to subscribe.
Hey, this is Mike Himmel. You're watching EVH Gear Discussion Live with Eric Broadbent and Mark Hazansky.
Hi, this is Glenn Mazzari, and you're watching EVH Gear Discussion with Eric Broadbent.
Hey guys, Eric Broadbent here, one half of the EVH Gear Discussion. I hope everyone's doing fine this Thursday evening. Just a little bit of a jam here for a quick minute, and also a show update for the show tomorrow night, and possibly some other updates as well for the coming shows. Mark and I are running a little bit out of Fridays now, so we're going to be doing a few shows on Wednesdays, just leading up until the new year, back to probably normal schedule back on Friday nights, strictly Friday nights in 2017. We've already got one person over here in the chat, Darren Moore. How you doing, buddy? He says, hey there, told you I'd pull it up. Our good friend Darren Moore that's in the chat right now is going to be on the show tomorrow, one of two key speakers. He's going to be talking about his EVH Gear Star guitar, and he's kind of one of the masters of the guitar. He's a real advocate for the guitar as well. Joining Darren will be our other good friend, David Allen Wright. Going to be going over some of the technical things of EVH gear, and some amplifiers and everything in between. Very knowledgeable fellow for sure, and a welcomed guest to the channel. And the reason you might be wondering, where's Mark? Mark is off tomorrow. We gave him the day off. We figured after 15 years of marriage, maybe he deserved a night off. So him and his lovely wife are having their 15th wedding anniversary tomorrow. So we wish them the best. And Mark is always a trooper. He says, I might be back early enough. I'll try and jump in. And I was like, Mark, come on. If I did that, I'd be in trouble. But who knows? No, I wouldn't be in trouble. But you know what I'm saying. Give him the night off. And if he wants to show up, he's more than welcome to join his own show. So that's fine. Anyways, going to go over a little bit of this guitar. I was doing a little bit of jamming tonight with the EVH Striped Series guitar. Billy Shelton's jumping in the chat. How you doing, Billy? And this guitar, I've said this many times, this is my second favorite guitar that I own. I love this guitar, and we've had some requests on the YouTube channel for a review on this series of the guitar, so I'm going to do that soon. Not tonight, but I'll play it, and you'll see how much fun I'm having with this guitar. It's great. So I want to just give you a little bit of updates on the show, and I'm going to play a couple of my tunes like I usually do with the old band, and I think I've got my mixer set pretty decent. We've got 13 people watching right now. Thank you, everyone. It's great to have you. I'm going to play one of my heavier songs from the old band Finding Core. We're going to do maybe 2-3 songs, maybe 4 at the very, very most. And we'll see what you think. And I'm going to do just a little bit of a jam without any accompaniment and see what this thing can do here as well, too. And just so you know, I'm running through the EVH 5153 100-watt half stack back there. I'm running through the clean channel, and my choice of distortion for the evening is the EVH, the MXR 5150 overdrive pedal. I'll give you a little bit of a tone of that right now. It sounds pretty nice. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's just what I'm choosing to use for tonight. The Mojo's working with that thing, so go with it. A couple other fellas that jumped in. Dan Wagner, he says, what up from Arkansas, guys? Lee Emdem, I appreciate you guys. Keep it up. Thank you very much. And Blackie DH, what's up, Eric? Thank you for joining. This is great. All right, so let's give this a whirl here. I just had my tunes open a moment ago, and I'll try not to delay this too long. I appreciate people taking time, so I don't want to waste any of your time. Let's see what we got here. We're going to do a song called Runaway, and I was just jamming that a moment ago. Get it ready to go. It's a bit of a fun one. All right. Let's see what my mix is like here. Turn off my vocal mic a little bit. Here we go. There you go. A song called Runaway. Got a couple of people jumping in. Scotty P. Eric, love the show. Sounds killer. Thank you, Scotty. I really appreciate that. Poison Ivy is joining the show. That's my own very own Poison Ivy. She says, hey, folks. And Blacky DH says, you just get that striped guitar? That's a very good question and a very fair question, Blacky. No, I've had this guitar for quite some time. I'm going to say probably a year now. Don't play it on the channel as much as I should, and it really is going to get a lot more play. It's my second favorite guitar. The purple Wolfgang Standard back there, the Indonesian Standard, is my favorite guitar, believe it or not. This is the second favorite. The Japanese Wolfgang Special back there, the cream one, wherever it is. I can't do the backwards pointing. There it's back. It's that way. There it is. There it is. See where my thumb is? I can't point backwards. That is my third favorite guitar, and so on and so forth. So on and so forth like that. But this guitar is going to get a lot more play. And what was I going to say here? Actually, I got to bring this back to volumes. It's just a little hot on that guitar. So yeah, thanks. Good question. I'm going to play a couple more songs, and I'm going to tune back up to E here. It's a very fun guitar to play. All right, let's try another one here. I know Darren likes this one. Darren Moore likes Fall Silent. We're going to give that one a bit of a run. So we can do with this one here. Move over my chat so I can see everyone talking there. And thank you so much for joining. All right, here comes Fall Silent. Just got to move it out of the way and give it a try. Here goes. All right. That was Fall Sound. That's a fun one to play. I really like that one. And let me see. Craig Reynolds is jumping in the house. Fantastic. Craig, nice to have you. Sounded awesome, Eric. He says, Dan Wagner saying, which pickup is in that guitar, Eric? That is the EVH Wolfgang pickup. I love that pickup. It's my favorite pickup of all times. Shogun Warrior says, awesome licks, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Darren Moore says, hell yeah, I do. He likes that song. And I'm going to play another one he knows he likes a lot too. And Blackie DH is nice hair, cool jam. Thank you very much. I'm going to show you a couple of effects here in a moment too. And Craig, it seems like you're just jumping in. You probably didn't hear earlier. I'm using the EVH MXR 5150 overdrive for my distortion through that amp back there. And I was playing with the Boss OC3 Super Octave earlier too. Some really cool chops with that thing too. I love the sound of that. Fun pedal. All right, see what else we got here. Tune back up. You know what? I'll keep it down. I'll keep it down in D. Let's play an older one. This one is Silence. Let me see if I can get that one. Thanks so much for jumping in, guys. Guitar Wannabe. Hey, he's in the house. That's Craig, man. How you doing? And Scotty P. I love my Stripe series, but recently turned on heat, and I feel like my neck shrunk a bit. Frets seem to be sticking out all of a sudden. Time to break out the humidifier. Yes, for sure. And you know what's funny about that? You're very right on that. Where my rack of guitars is back there where my thumb is, there's a heat duct back there too, and I haven't had to worry about that over the course of the summer. But now here in Canada, we're getting into some extreme, well, it's not extreme cold, but it's cold enough that the heat's on. I'm going to have to move those, but it is very important to keep them humidified. Sometimes it's not even a bad idea to put them in the case. I don't like to put my guitars in the case because when they're out of sight, I tend to not want to play them as much. That's why they're out here. So that's why they're on the floor. If I see them, I want to play them. I'm going to try another song called Silence, since I'm tuned down. This is from an older record of mine, which is actually the title track of the album. Let's give that a shot. As long as you guys are having fun, I'll keep playing for a few minutes. All right, here we go. Silence. Silence, I'll kill you. Oh, that's trademark, sorry. There you go. There's silence. And you know what's funny about that song? I wasn't going to play the outro to that because I always mess it up. And that outro was kind of inspired by the outro of Unchained. So that's actually going... So actually the one guitar is going... And the other one, which I messed up a little bit... That's probably the best I played that in about since 2005. That's when we wrote the song. Let's go over a couple of the comments in the chat there as well. I better make sure I have my other chats open here as well too. Okay, and Sandra Lee is saying there's a little bit of lag going on, so hopefully it's not too bad. So we got Blackie DH says he likes that intro. And oh yeah, Dan Wagner said okay, he was thinking I had the Wolfgang pickups, wasn't sure if it was a Frankenstein. Yeah, it's hard to tell, isn't it? It is Wolfgang pickups. Guitar Wannabe Craig says got a Wolfgang pickup in my Beretta now, so it never sounded better, and I bet. Blackie likes the song. Dan Wagner saying thing about trying Wolfgang set in my 97 PV Wolfgang. You will have to do a little bit of modifications to the PV to make them fit, but it'll sound amazing. I was thinking about putting some in that amber PV Wolfgang you see behind me there as well too. Blackie DH says send me a link to your old stuff on Facebook, please. I will for sure. You can also look it up. I can tell you right now as well, but I'll be more than glad to send to you. Go to soundcloud.com/Eric Broadbent Solo. Not just Eric Broadbent, because there is another musician in Canada, Eric Broadbent. He's more of an electronic dance kind of guy. Haven't talked to him in a while, but we've traded some ideas back and forth before in some conversations. But Eric Broadbent Solo on SoundCloud. Frank C. Good evening, everyone. Nice to hear from you, Frank. And Frank, I got your email about the San Dimas. I'll give you a shout about that after. Thank you very much for that. The stock pickups are pretty good, but these later models are pretty fantastic sounding. True, Dan. The old PVs are as good as well, Dan. Yep, for sure. And Guitar Wannabe Craig says deep. That guitar back there, the Amber Wolfgang, is extremely dark, warm, a lot darker than any of these guitars they have. But then again, it's PV pickups as opposed to the EVH as well too. All right. Let me see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a quick second before I get into one or two more songs. I'm going to look at my calendar, especially with Craig, if Craig Reynolds is still in the house. If you guys don't know Craig, man, oh man, are you missing out on some great talent. I want to go over the calendar of show people here. Tomorrow night, as I said, for some of the people that are just joining the chat now, Mark is off tomorrow night, my co-host Mark Hazansky. It's his and his wife April's 15th wedding anniversary tomorrow, so a very, very special day for them. So obviously he's got the night off. We don't like to take a break, so we're still gonna run the show. We're gonna have our friends, a couple of the friends that are in the chat, at least one of them, Darren Moore, is joining us, talking about the EVH Star guitar, and we're gonna have David Allen Wright on the show. I haven't heard back from David to make sure he's still coming. I believe he is. He's a real trooper. I'm sure he'll be here. But next Wednesday, we're doing a few Wednesday shows just because we ran out of Friday shows. We're going to be doing, next Wednesday is Paul Riario from Guitar World. We're really looking forward to that one. Paul's had his hands on demoing everything under the sun. He's a big Eddie Van Halen fan. He's met Eddie, numerous times. And he's had a lot of great Van Halen gear reviews as well, too. And I was had a nice lengthy text chat back and forth with Paul a couple nights back. And first of all, he's a real inspiration to me as well, too, because, and he didn't know this, and a lot of you won't know this, before this channel took off the way it is right now, doing like the talk show kind of feel to it, I was doing a lot of, demo reviews and gear reviews and things like that. And I do plan on doing a lot more of that, trust me. But Paul was a very big inspiration to me doing that. Like I watched his stuff and he was great, laid back, calm, a lot more laid back than me. I'm a little bit more high strung and talk a mile a minute. That's just me. But I learned a lot from Paul, and he was very thankful to hear from that as well too. So look, man, you're a big influence on me more than you know. So Paul's coming on. We have let me just look at this. We're in December now, so we have Craig Reynolds coming on, and Craig, you know what? I feel bad. I think it's the 9th, isn't it? It is. Yes, we have you on December 9th, Friday, December 9th. Craig Reynolds is joining us, and Craig, you guys got to look him up. He's working on the signature guitars, and Craig, if I'm wrong here by any means, please correct me in the chat. But he's building the limited number special edition Bones guitars for George Lynch, and Craig he plays like George Lynch. He plays like Yngwie Malmsteen and Tony McAlpine, Paul Gilbert. I mean, he plays those guys to a T. It's just when I watch him play, I just want to put my guitar down and go become a cab driver or something. But it's going to be real fun to have him on the show, and he'll tell us more about those Bones guitars. And Craig, feel free to mention in the chat a little bit more about yourself and where people can find you, and maybe we'll get some hype for your show as well too. And obviously joining him will be our mutual friend Adam Reaver from fu-tone.com. We can't have a show without Adam, and especially there's a little bit of a common bond between myself, Craig, actually, and Mark Hozansky now too, and Adam. We're all fu-tone.com artists. So Craig's just been recently added to the roster, and well-deserved as well too. Then after that, we have a really good one coming up as well too on the 21st. That's the day before my birthday, which is going to be fun. December 21st, we have Eric Sands. He's the sales manager of North America for Positive Grid. Any of you guys that are into, Blackie DH says, can't wait for the Positive Grid show. That's great. You're a step ahead of me. That's going to be a lot of fun. I wasn't a fan of modeling type stuff or recording stuff like amp sims and things like that on the computer until I got Positive Grid. And I started off as cheap can be. I had a couple of the apps on the iPad, Jam Up and Bias Amp, I think it was on there, whatever. And I liked that. And then I got on my Mac, I got the Bias Amp. Before it was a standalone, it was a plugin which I used for Logic Audio and GarageBand and things like that. Then they updated it and it became a standalone, and I love it. There's a couple songs I recorded that were 100% all simmed amps. They were all kind of some modded Marshalls to sound like the old Van Halen tone, and it sounded pretty darn close. So when Eric comes on the show, Eric Sands, obviously he's going to be telling us about everything that's hardware and software from their company, but he's also a big Eddie Van Halen fan from what I'm told from Mark. And he's going to probably give us some ideas on how to get the EVH tone, and probably of the various eras too, from the old classic to, the processed, kind of stereo stimulated stuff, detune, that kind of thing, to the modern, insane gain, insane in the membrane gain, that we have today. So we're really looking forward to that as well. Still, believe it or not, every day pretty much emails back and forth with Rick Emmett's camp, and they're trying very, very hard to make it work with Rick. He's obviously touring right now with his brand new album he just dropped. I think it was November 11th, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be really cool as well too. And we're working on the last minute details to have a big birthday bash for our last show of the year, which is December 23rd. So that's the day after my birthday. So you know what? This could be really dangerous. We're going to have Positive Grid guys the day before my birthday. Then I guess we'll celebrate my birthday, and then we'll have the day after. So it's maybe Mark might be hosting that one by himself. I'm not sure. Craig Rendell says I will be discussing the OG Bones guitar project that I'm doing with George Lynch, the guitar I did for Jason Becker. You're right, good one, thank you. And as many other guitar and EVH related things as we can fit in. And the sky's the limit, so we're really looking forward to that, guys. You're definitely going to want to watch that one. So if you guys aren't bored of me yet, still looks like we have 23 people watching, so I think I'll go for a bit more. I'm just going to have a look here. Everything looks good over there. And let's have a look. We'll try maybe a couple more songs here. Where am I tuned at? Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll do a song called Fantasy. This one's kind of fun. All right, here we go. Godspeed. Fantasy, that was fun. I messed up a really simple spot, and I messed it up really bad. But you know what? Who cares? It's my music. Actually, that mistake was supposed to be there. All right. Hey, Sinners in the house. Tacos. Who's got tacos, man? All right, tacos. Let me see. What else can we try that's tuned down? What do we got? We'll do some... Darren will like this one. This isn't the good version of Loaded Gun, but it's just a version that I can play right now with the tuning that I'm in. So let's try Loaded Gun. I know Sandra Lee likes the other one better, but we're going to give this one a shot. Thank you, Craig Rundles. That means a lot, buddy. Here we go. I'm going to do that again because I think I just cranked my mic on the 412 back there. I meant to crank the other one. Way too loud. Sorry about that if that was blasting you. I appreciate that, Craig. That means a lot. Greenwich Music saying, cool, the Lunchbox head. No, I'm not running through the Lunchbox, believe it or not, and that is a favorite amp of mine between the two. I'm running through the EVH, the 100-watt head back there, through the clean channel, using the MXR 5150 EVH overdrive pedal. I always say that in a different order every time, so that's cool. All right, try that again.
That's where you told me it.
deal. That one's fun. I like the solo on that one better when I'm not using the overdrive pedal, and I know it sounds silly, but it sounds better through the amp, having the amp naturally break up. Some nice comments here. I appreciate it. I'll go back a little bit here and see what I missed. Craig Guitar Wannabe saying chunk. Jaden James is in the house. Hey, Jaden, nice to see you here. Says, hey, guys. Brian, I'm freaking awesome playing in songs. Thank you very much. You know what? I feel good tonight. It feels good. The mojo's working, so I told Sandra Lee, I said, you know what? Mojo's working. Got to go live. There's a lot of times where I wanted to go live. Mojo wasn't working. Did not go live. And that's best not to. I'm sure you guys all know what it's like when the mojo just isn't working. Granite Room 6 says, no, the lunchbox head kills the PV. No comparison. And Cinder was looking at the lunchbox head leaning towards the PV. So back and forth, there's good and bad about both, I'm sure. And Darren Morris saying to Cinder, the PV MH is good, but a lot of people say the EVH just has better build quality and sounds fuller. You have to live without the clean channel with the EVH lunchbox, but take it as you will. Yeah, you know what? That's the thing. The only time I keep switching back from the lunchbox is when I'm in a clean mood and I want to play clean. So I do miss that sometimes. But that rhythm channel on that lunchbox is to die for. The mids are just like butter. Like it's incredible. Dan Wagner saying, get it, Eric. Black EDH is nice. Nemtal, your music doesn't have any VH influences really. It's much heavier. I appreciate that. It's much simpler, obviously. And it's hard for me not to do Van Halen stuff. I mean, I'm always doing that. I can't get away from that kind of stuff, right? But I appreciate that. And especially the first record, it was more focused on the songwriting than it was about the guitar. There's only maybe one or two songs in that album that has a lot of crazy guitar. The second album had a lot more guitar. Let me see here. Darren Moore, good stuff, Eric. Thank you. Jaden James says lunchbox price is close to the 50-watt new or used. And Guitar Wannabe says, I think we should have a live jam fest. Who's in with me? That sounds great. And Blackie D says, I'm coming to Canada to ski and then stop by you for lessons. All right, you're ready, man. I'm ready for it as well, too. We don't have any snow here in my part of the country yet, but I think it's coming by the looks of it. We were out there today, and Sandra Lee and I are raking up leaves, so we're still a few left behind. We've got a lot of trees on the property, just in time, I think, for the snow coming. Let me see. We're going to do a little bit more as long as if we have a show of hands. If anybody wants a couple more, I'll be more than happy to indulge. What do we got here? Let me see. What can I play? It's tuned down here. You know what? Let's play a song called Touch. This one's kind of a fun one. I know Sandra likes this one. You know what? No, hang on. Let's go a little bit more crazy. Let's try this. We're gonna play a song called Only You. This one's got a bit more guitar in it. See how this one goes. Only You. Bear with me for a second. I actually opened up the song in Adobe Audition. I do not want to do that. All right. One of the nice things about Mac, force quit. Go away, Audition. I don't want you right now. Yes, I want to force quit. All right. See what happens when you go live? All kinds of crazy things can happen. We'll try that again. All right. Now I got you.
Look
show. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wrap it up with 2 last songs. And to do that, I always like to go out with a nice note. We're going to play something nice. We're going to play another version of Loaded Gun that's tuned up to concert pitch. And we're going to play a nice, pretty song called Pass You By. And I just want to make sure I don't have anything over here on the go. No, everything's good. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to mute my mic, put it on my Be Right Back screen, and I promise... Oh, thank you. Vintage Sound says the channel is growing, Eric. Yes, it is slow. It's slow, but steady. And you know what? I'd rather have a nice small number of people that really appreciate the show than have... I mean, it'll be nice when the day comes we have these astronomical numbers, but it's a nice audience. You know what it is? You know when you go see a band in a club, a really cool band, there's like 200 people there, 500 people in a club. It's intimate, right? As opposed to an arena, and you don't even make eye contact with the people. That's what I think about the show. It's kind of a intimate interaction. So let's try another song in a second. I will be right back. I promise. Don't go away.
Thank you for watching EVH Gear Discussion. We'll be right back. Please be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching EVH Gear Discussion. We'll be...
How was that for quick? Not too bad. I'm getting this down to a science, I think. All right. Let's see what we got here with the USA PV Wolfgang. Oh. So check the tuning on that one. Give me a moment. I wasn't prepared to play this one, so that's why I'm a little bit out of tune on it. This one sounds very nice, clean. Almost there. Wish I could tell you a joke or something while I was tuning. I don't have any jokes. 2 guitar players walk in the bar. Who's going to pay the bill? All right. We're going to play Loaded Gun, and I'm going to say goodnight to you all. And Frank C says, remember cassettes, yes. Vintage Sound says, cool show. Dan Wagner says, my wife is gone. Kids throwing SHIT all over the living room while listening to the show. All right. Aren't kids the greatest? And some Foghat. You know what? I don't know if I know any Foghat. And EVH fan says, you need an EVH mouse pad. I can always use my iPad as a mouse pad. It works. But I do. Mark got a real nice one from the Van Halen store. It's pretty cool. I think it was a Frankie on it or something like that. And Guitar Wannabe saying plate reverb. If you're asking me, I'm using, let me see. I am using plate on the Boss RV5. I believe I'm on the plate setting. Yeah. All right. So we're going to do Loaded Gun, tuned up to pitch. And I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. All right. And I really appreciate this. I'm having a lot of fun with y'all. Listen to me with my southern drawl from up north. What do you call that? Southern northern drawl? All right. Here goes. Wish me luck. And for those that may not know, this is just slight little trivia. Same song, same structure, same lyrics, same guitar, but all tuned differently. 2 different singers. See if you can notice the difference in pitch and difference in vocals. This one's got a much higher vocal pitch. I like it. There you go. That's a fun guitar. This guitar is fun to play. I'm Vintage Sound says good night, Eric and everyone. I'm getting rid of this guitar. I'm gonna move it for some other guitars as well too. Yeah, it's fun. And you know what? Before I play the last song here, this is the last one for the night. But something I was playing with before I went live tonight. I was playing with the J-Rocket Audio Designs Tranquilizer pedal. And if you guys don't know much about J-Rocket, check out the show we just did. Mark and I did last Friday with Steve Stevens. Obviously, you know who Steve is. And Chris Van Tassel from J-Rocket Audio Designs. We had the world exclusive debut of the new Rockaway Archer pedal. It's a pedal between, I don't want to use the word signature. It's a pedal jointly developed between Steve Stevens and J-Rocket. It's the Archer pedal with, I think, a 6-band EQ on it. Very, very cool. So it was nice for us to have the exclusive on that. But I was playing with the J-Rocket Tranquilizer. Listen to this pedal here in a tremolo type of a mode. Okay, we're going to do one last song. We're going to clean it up a little bit. This one's going to be Pass You By. And thanks for joining me, everybody. I always like to leave on this one. It's a pretty song. Here we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. After this, I'm going to take off, so be sure to tune in tomorrow night. It's going to be a free-for-all tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. I really appreciate all you guys watching and subscribing and all that kind of stuff. It means the world to me. And I hope you get something out of it as well. Cheers, everybody.
Hey, I'm Liquid Charlie, and you're watching EVH Gear Discussion with Eric Broadbent and Mark Hazansky.
My name is Eric, and I'm playing Wolfgang guitar.
Video production services provided by Design39 Media. Visit design39media.com for all your website, photography, and video production needs.